Greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. And welcome back to our Rise of the Runelords campaign game. We are going to be continuing the Siege of Fort Rannoch, but first, a disclaimer. This is an adult podcast that features adults that sometimes use adult language. You have been warned.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, he didn't exclude himself this time.
He didn't. He's turning over a new leaf.
I feel involved.
I think the regular viewers that have made it this far don't need me to include myself anymore.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
It's a known fact. But yes, Patreon is going for both the Inn of Planar Crossroads. We have a $50 a month goal for giving away a rulebook to one person, and then a $100 a month goal to give away a special edition Pathfinder 2E core rulebook for the playtest. So if you're a collector, it might be worth the $10 or up monthly thing to go ahead and get that when it comes out. Also, Black Dragon Gaming is having their own push for some more subscribers. Tommy's got that going on his side, and it is for, I believe the next goal is $100 more a month, or right about that, and they get to go a second group through the playtest of the Rise of the Doomsday Dawn. Yes.
Rise of the Doomsday Dawn.
I'll figure out just how much coffee I need to replace like my blood with to be able to do that for you.
There you go.
That would be great. That'd be sweet. Colin's got a thing too, doesn't he?
Colin does.
Yeah, we got a Sylph promo.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So we have Colin, who is going to be doing our subscriber one-shot, appreciation one-shot. When we hit 200, our next one's going to be at 400, but Colin is going to be getting together an announcement video for the 200 level.
Yes, we did hit 200.
It'll be great.
I'm intimidated.
You're terrified?
Yes, they're intimidating. It's as bad as meeting Elijah Wood. I just freeze up. I choke.
Well, don't choke when you're running. That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be not good for your viewers at all.
Don't shake the camera so much.
Or do. There's scary stuff happening right now. Oh, God.
I'm terrified of Elijah Wood.
He's so small and intimidating.
His face is so round.
All right. But yes, we'll be getting that together. It should be a very fun one-shot when he does end up giving that. It'll be hilarious. I'm going to enjoy watching every minute, I'm sure.
I have no time for this, but Colin, I volunteer as tribute.
I volunteer as tribute.
I'll figure it out.
You gotta get your promo together and send it to us so we can edit it, Colin.
And I can comment on the video, and I will volunteer because it'll be fun. It'll be sweet. I know what you're doing, so I'll build into it. I'll make sure I have that thing you need that thing to have to like with that thing. So it's great. It'll be great.
The thing with the stuff with the thing.
Colin understands.
Colin understands things.
Runelords.
The poison for
Runelords, yes.
Poison.
Last thing, we have our May giveaway, which we'll be giving away. We'll be drawing for the last day of this month. So you'll know next time you see us what this will be. So whose this will be, I should say. This D20 dice mug.
What is this mug?
What is this mug? It is a D20 dice mug.
What is mug?
What is best in mug? Well, that kind of depends on what you're wanting to drink, sir.
I wish I knew the quote so I could improv something, but you're beyond me.
Crush your coffee beans. See them driven into your digestive system, and hear the lamentation of the Starbucks that you didn't spend money on because you have this cup and you can just make your own damn coffee. There you go. I got you back.
Nice.
All right, Lemmy Killmeister is here, so we can begin.
Yeah, we just finished the announcement.
Y'all may find it hard to believe, but I had a giant splinter in my hand, and Mally swore. Mally swore very loud.
I bet you did, yeah. I can certainly believe it.
It was one of those ones where it went in and broke, so it was mostly cutting to get it out.
So he was swearing like a Frenchman.
Swearing like a sailor. Swearing like a red pig.
I
know the last word because I play Assassin's Creed.
Suka
one a lot.
All right.
I don't know why I find that so funny, but I do.
Sometimes you gotta curse in Russian.
You kids and your Cisco.
Okay.
So really.
So let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative, so we won't have to worry about that should anything happen later on.
Alrighty. But we're not on like active combat initiative right now, right?
Not right now. I need to actually open Sirenscape.
Oh shit! I do too.
Yeah.
Oh, so hyped for Runelords. I forgot all about my smooth jazz. No, my experience is ruined.
An ornery ass Kane grumbling Cyrillic has just made my entire week. Is this?
So
don't-
bad.
Thank
So,
God.
Runelords, huh?
So,
Yeah.
Runelords. Okay, so
getting
before
there.
anything
Calm
else
down.
goes down, before we say bad things about Windows, Nahkräs would like to use the last 7 minutes and 30 seconds-ish of fly speed that he has to buzz the area, including the area of the Eagles, and see what's going on, see if, like, reinforcements are coming, blase, blase.
Okay, you have enough time with 7 minutes to get up, to just get up and to just get back down. I will
right.
say that as the stuff kicks on, you start to hear, you get closer to the top and you start to see dark clouds and lightning seems to come across them.
No,
and
I
it
shouldn't be
does
flying
start
anymore.
It does start to drizzle. So,
Alrighty. So, would you like a perception check for the area?
yes, please.
Alrighty, Nahkräs has a big need to open his character sheet, is what Nahkräs has. A 25, my workout has a 22, I believe. Yeah, actually, it's a 16. I don't have near as much as I thought I did. 16 and 23, or whatever the first
Okay.
number I said was.
Mama Cat, unfamiliar with this whole flying thing, is not very pleased with it, but she trusts you. And she makes her way up there. You see, as you buzz around up there, there are some unattended eggs and nests that you see off on the cliff, but you don't see any eagles.
Oh no!
Can I identify the eggs without a check, knowing that giant eagles roosted here?
You would assume that they're eggs of the eagles, so.
Alright, Nahkräs will pocket them. Well, not that will break an egg. Nahkräs will put them in his mysterious adventurer inventory so they don't break. And if I don't see anything else, I will buzz back down to the squad, land, because I don't want to get struck by lightning, because that's bad, because I'm wearing a bunch of metal. And look at, I guess, Jakardros and Vale, and just, the eagles are nowhere to be found, but... And I'll, like, pull the eggs out of my mysterious adventurer inventory. We do have these.
They look at them, and as you pull them out, a strong smell comes from them that you would have noticed before had you let me finish.
Yeah,
And,
sorry.
I
thought you were done, I'm sorry.
And you know that these are probably rotten. That whatever was growing in them is no longer growing.
Well, damn it. I thought we were going to get, like, 4 giant eagle companions. I guess not. My plans to have a menagerie spoiled.
You've already got three ravens.
It's not
Hey,
enough,
what's that
Adam.
leadership character.
I need more. We're taking leadership. I'm having that ballista at some point. We're going to do it. I need a siege mage. Mazus won't do it. It's bad for Mazus. We need another wizard right now. Okay, so let's pretend I listen like a good player character, and I'm going to just leave the eggs where I found them and fly back down. And the eggs are spoiled. The eagles are gone. At Jakardros and Vale.
They nod solemnly. They were good allies to us. I heard Caven say before he was punished that they actually came down to protect us. Apparently, it didn't make a difference.
Nahkräs will nod solemnly and look in the direction of the fort. Or the keep, I guess.
Yes, technically it is. They call that the fort, the entrance of the fort, but it is technically the keep of the fort. I still need a initiative for Wayko and an initiative for Vale, whoever is botting Vale, which should be Mazus.
Okay. But I don't think I have his sheet.
Hey, I gave you guys the stuff to run him.
Yeah, there were stat blocks and everything. I thought I was gonna run one of them, but you guys did it.
Yeah. Well, we needed you to bot Wayko until he got here.
I had to be Wayko.
All right.
Right, okay. There's a stat block, and I only copied the important stuff, not the initiative.
No, unlike the
Oh, because
initiative,
initiative
definitely
is
not
important.
important.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right. Anyway, it'll be up there.
Get
There. You guys decided last game. You said that you wanted to go ahead and explore this area, and, for lack of a better word, loot it before you went into the keep. So that does, like I said, take time. Let me go ahead and get these. We'll delete that. You guys look around, and the whole place has a coating of filth on it, as to be expected from ogres. You remember that the stable there that you see at B3, it no longer had any horses. You think that they either escaped or that they went out to help their masters and got eaten, or maybe they escaped and got eaten. But most likely they are all dead or gone because no one's in there now. The old guard post, when you explored it, it was pretty much falling apart, and to the point that you guys think that if you'd have done some kind of damage to the structure itself, it would have collapsed on whatever ogres were in there and might have done quite a bit of damage to them. Where would you want to, aside from that area, because that's where you are right now, where would you want to look next? Would you like to look in B6, B8, B10? I mean, yeah.
Well, we talked about exploring this whole outer area between sessions because we wanted to just skip over the looting. So do we just want to move into the keep of this area? Into B11?
Well, where does
I
that
don't know.
tunnel
We might
lead?
want to rest up first. There might be something in there.
No, we're not resting.
We don't have
Yeah, I
time.
don't think we have 8 hours to like hunker down in one of these shit-spackled buildings.
Gotcha.
That is why I was very conservative with Emyrelda's spells when I was botting her, so we can push on. But do we know, again, Adam, where the secret tunnel leads, like where it dumps out at? I think I've asked this
You know
like
where
20
the
times.
secret tunnel- You know that the secret tunnel, that this S here represents an entrance to the secret tunnel, and that the secret tunnel also has an entrance here. So
Okay, so
when you talk with Jakardros and Vale, they also mention that the tunnel has another entrance over here, which I can now reveal to you guys, as it was hidden before.
all right.
Since you guys take some time to talk about it specifically. And it also leads into that same back tunnel area, and that leads closer to a stair that leads down underneath the keep. So you can either go in the keep here at the entrance at B11, or you can go in underneath first,
Okay.
or you can see what's back there in the secret tunnel.
Okay.
It's up
So
to you guys.
as I look over the keep, I'm gonna make a knowledge something. I may be picking the rest of the party to do this. I have one more stone shape. Well, one more level 2 spell. I'm a spontaneous caster. I would like to know who in the party has knowledge, perhaps engineering, because the Cross would like to ask them where the best place to mess with 18 cubic feet of stone on the keep is to destroy it.
No, sir, that is not me.
Don't everyone panic. I'm not saying kill the loot. I realize the Abidaran is probably just like a cat that got water on him at the moment. But just in
No,
case.
I would also say that from the standpoint of I don't think we want to do that because I think our friends would have something to say about that as well.
Yeah,
However,
they want to take the keep, not destroy it.
destroy it.
Well, no, but we can still stone shape our way in. Walls are replaceable.
Or stone shape the walls down on something inside there if it gets too hairy. Because Lucretia is here somewhere, right? Have we not figured that out? From
Well, yeah,
Strike?
one of the,
Well, they said
the black arrow
the guy
that
said he
we...
was likely she was likely in like the jail cells or whatever.
Alright, well, I have 1 rank in knowledge dungeoneering. It results in a 21. When I roll a 17, it's like that's the closest. I assume geography and nature will not help me dismantle a castle. That's what I have, Adam.
Okay. Gaining entrance to the keep itself is not going to be a problem, considering that the entrance, as far as you can tell, is not blocked. But there's no way that just moving 18 cubic feet is going to bring this keep down, as it were. You could bring part of it down, but you could definitely not bring down the keep with just 18 feet.
Okay.
It's a 3-story, it's a 2-story building with a basement. And it's
Fair enough. Well,
So the question is, where do we want to enter through it? Basically.
yeah. I'm going to make a quick survival check. Nahkräs is going to move. Nahkräs and his warcat are going to move like outside the entrance here. And I want to see if I can determine over the smell of ogres before it rains for too much longer what's been going through where, and then Nahkräs will propose we use whatever is used the least so we can get the drop on folks. Survival check comes down to with an 8 another from my war cat, 22, 24.
Okay, this entrance here is used a lot.
All right.
That seems to be where everybody's going in and out.
Okay. Do I smell anything that's not ogre?
Not really.
All right.
I mean, they are pretty pungent. They are pretty pungent.
Just a quick question, Adam. Are we familiar that that is supposed to be a secret entrance there?
Yes, the Black Arrows have told you about both of these secret entrances and the entrance by
just want to make sure,
Yeah.
that we're supposed to see the big ass.
As far as we know, they're not aware of the secret entrances. Or at least the ogres aren't. I don't know about Lucretia.
Gideon's suggestion would probably be to use the back entrance there at the very back of the keep and go around in.
Are you talking about like up at the top over here?
Yeah, right there.
All right.
Nahkräs agrees. This one goes to the basement down here.
That is true. How big are these tunnels, by the by?
It's a tunnel that stretches the back of it. So
I mean, in terms of like jamming a war cat in them.
you don't know
Well, I can tell from the outside, right?
how big the tunnels are?
At least like the entrances.
Oh, the entrance, it's like medium creature entrance. Well, a large creature could kind of fit through.
Okay. All
It's
right.
not made for a large creature.
The struggle of the soon-to-be mammoth rider has become apparent. Oh well.
All right. We have 4 entrances.
By the by, you don't find a whole lot in here. Then you got the new barracks down there. It doesn't have. There was some sleeping in there, but it doesn't seem like they were there because they wanted to. You probably think they were just kind of there. And the cookhouse has a variety of different meats there, including several dead bodies that kind of lay just strung over the damaged smokers.
Yep, it's just it's Thistletop all over again with the dead bodies.
It is.
Dead body. Horse. We're talking horse. We're talking other ogres. We're talking humans. Eagles seem to be there.
Well, real quick before we make a decision, Nahkräs is going to Gandalf
Chicken
it.
of the sky.
I want to go to all 3 of the secret entrances and see. It's just Mines of Moria with Gandalf. Which one smells the least foul? And I think that might be where he leans his decision as he puts on his big gray wizard hat.
This time period goes for a while. You guys are looking around and stuff. Make me perception checks, please.
Are we all up on this secret entrance, or is this just Nahkräs and the war cat?
I wouldn't
It's up
stop
to
anyone
you.
from following me.
The issue is that we're being spied on right now versus what he's finding out. That's what the perception's for, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this secret passageway dark?
One assumes.
Well, I'm asking Adam.
The secret passageway seems to be kind of hid in a crack in the rock, and you gotta move it just a little bit and move it back. It's not something that an ogre would have to look for it, and they didn't. So
Yeah, well, I just mean like, is the interior dark?
yeah, there's no light.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Nahkräs. If you let me go in here first, I can go about unseen.
Nahkräs will nod.
Well, I will make my perception, and then I will make my stealth. And perception is 16. It'll be a 29 for perception, and
50 bajillion for stealth.
a bajillion. 36 for my stealth, for my hide in plain sight.
Okay. Perceptions, everybody that got above probably 12, here's a door creak open and then close abruptly.
All right.
Kind of halfway through you guys is starting to look through the secret passages. So which secret passage did you want to check?
I want to all 3 of them. Probably
Yeah,
just
which
like
one first?
which
Do
one
we have the
first?
time?
That's up to you guys if you have the time or not.
That's
I will
why
be.
I'm asking.
I will be scouting down the first one that Nahkräs takes me to.
This one then, because this seems to be the one we're talking about the most.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best one to go to. Because
Also,
northern
like
secret
when
passage.
this door opens, if that door is within 30 feet of Nahkräs, he does automatically detect, not pinpoint, but detect whatever it is that opened it with scent.
Okay. It's not within 30 feet of Nahkräs right now.
I didn't think it
He's
was,
over by
but I
the-
have to say,
So move where you want to be, because we do have this semi where it needs to be on the scale-wise.
Okay. Can I get a direction for where that noise came from? Whether it be like over here or over here.
We'll say it was over here. Oh, let me get to the right.
I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Over.
Okay, so it was towards the entrance of the fort.
Just there.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Greg.
Well, all right. Don't get snappy, boy.
He started it.
Snappy boys.
I'm just being a dick.
I have a lot of talents. Snapping is not one of them.
All right. So you start to explore, and you see it kind of curves this way. It looks like enough room for the war cat could squeeze through here, but getting all the way through, it'd need to widen up a bit for it. But this is what you see right now. Well, you see less than that, but that's what you kind of see.
Okay, I will continue to move down this secret passage until I either spot something or like I get within the requisite distance of a trap.
It's a fun word. Requisitions.
Requisite distance. I'm terrible mumbler is my fate.
Terrible mumbler is your fate.
Dark vision now?
I do.
Finally.
Need to play a Shadow Dancer. They seem really fun.
You guys leaving Vale out there to guard the gate?
Alex, I swear to God.
Wait, you got dark vision now? Did you just get that after fighting the ogres?
Second level of Shadow Dancer is Dark Vision.
We didn't
Yeah,
level
but did
after
you
the
guys
ogre
know?
fight, did we?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We have
That's what I was
not
gonna say.
No, but I hit Shadow Dancer at 6th, so level 7 and 8 are both Shadow Dancer.
Gotcha.
All right, so I have this passageway to my right, and the one that goes ahead wrapping around the rear of the keep. But my alien curiosity takes the better of me, and I would like to see what's in B15.
Okay, stop right there, please.
Okay, I wasn't
Stop
going
right
to go any
there!
farther.
Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated my mother.
I was going to stop at the entrance.
Are we
I have-
following him in or just letting him go as far as he wants?
I'm waiting for him to
Well,
come back.
We should move in.
Yeah.
Right now.
Stay behind, but move.
Yeah, but like I said, distance behind. I can
No,
run
like
pretty
that's-
fast.
Too
That's
late
why
now.
fair enough.
It's okay if he
Kane
dies,
is-
but you know.
Hey,
I
not
would
to interrupt
rather
you
he
guys, but
die,
one of
but I
my
mean-
patrons wants to watch the stream. Where do we stream at?
Are we streaming right now?
We are streaming
That's an
on
Alex
the
question.
IOPC.
The IOPC on Twitch. Got it.
Yep.
Here, I'll give you a link to it.
Oh, he doesn't do Twitch. Never mind. He just said because I don't do Twitch, sadly.
Wow, this is
Alright,
we
it's no biggie.
stream
We'll
on
do it later.
Twitch, so get with it, nerd.
I thought I could have you guys a fan, but that's right.
Technically,
Anyway,
we
proceed.
we stream on YouTube as well, but it's set on private because
Yeah, fair enough. Well, if you give me a link, you'll watch.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
I will
you
give
get
you a link.
right there. Getting back to the game, B15 is where you stop. You stop right there, and when you do, you kind of see that the walls here are fairly dry and contain about 27-foot wide, 2-foot high niches. In each of them rests the ancient body of a long-dead humanoid. The skeletons bear ceremonial armor and weapons. One of the bodies has been pulled from its niche and lies in a jumble on the ground. And as you go in, this creature
Gonna zoom way in.
and comes up to you and
Ow!
decides, yep,
Whoa, hey, hold on. Can he make a DC 36 perception check? See
we will
invisibility
see
does
if he-
not get through hide in plain sight.
all right, we'll see.
You had to learn that on the tournament.
I didn't think you guys go this way, so let me get him pulled up to make sure that if he has life sense or something like that. But no, he does not seem to have life sense, which means he would not have appeared anyway, so never mind.
Haha!
So all you see, no metagaming, all you see is that.
Foiled by superior mechanics.
Aha! The rules are a weapon, and we know how to use them.
All right.
Okay. Weird and kind of gross. I guess this is a common thing among guilds to just mummify their dead and leave them out in the open.
Well, to be clear, they don't appear mummified. They just appear like this is a communal crypt for them. The ceremonial armor, you can tell because you have dark vision, seems to be similar to what the black arrows wear, but it does not seem to be the same. It does seem to be ceremonial.
I see. Okay, well, it's a little early for me to be looting dead bodies, so I will go back down into the hallway.
Are the rest of us going to go in, or are we just going to stay by the entrance?
As far as I was aware, we were actually going to start moving in.
Yeah,
So-
and I will start to move back down the secret passageway towards them, and I guess like meet them halfway and be like, "It's clear," but like leave the weird area up here because there's nothing in there except for dead people, like really dead people, like long dead people.
When you say that, the arrow says, yes, that's where we bury our dead. At least the honorable ones.
Yeah, the other ones you leave in an ogre shack.
To let the maggots feed on, he says as he walks in.
Jesus.
Nahkräs is going to take up the rear as we start moving through, both because I'm going to be slower in there than everyone else and because he knows there was a door opening and closing. So I'm going to have a readied action to shoot the first non-party member or black arrow that I see as everybody starts squeezing through.
All right, so Gideon, you keep everyone at least 30 feet back.
Oh, Jakardros and Vale also say, don't go in the crypt. There's, would they know what it is? They say,
Why
don't
go
go
in
in
the-
the...
Tell
There's
me
a
that
metagame knowledge in there.
before I went that way.
Do they
Don't
have
go down there.
undead in their burial place?
Did you talk to them? What are
No,
they
but if
supposed
they were
to
like,
do?
"Oh, hey, they're going to the secret passage that we told them about, which connects to our secret crypt, and that has a fucking white in it or some shit like that." Nah, let's just let them figure that out for themselves.
Sure,
Bob,
why not,
Bob
right?
the White. Don't worry about Bob.
Bob White? Bob White?
Stop. No. Shut up.
Bob White?
I can barely whistle with snake bites in.
Okay, so yeah, Gideon will follow at about a 30-foot. Just going forward, he's going to keep about 30 feet from him.
About here.
Yeah,
So
So just-
move back down here.
letting the GM know that is the conscious decision of the party to keep a 30-foot distance from.
The party? You're not the party.
I told Gideon to keep all of you back.
Yeah, wait till Wayko starts running in screaming secret passage at the top of his voice.
I will stab Wayko when I cross that bridge.
The thing is, Mal seriously considered that once it was said.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
did.
his
I
brow
saw it.
furrow a little.
I
Yeah.
saw it.
His mind is a mystery, like a steel trap, wrapped in an enigma, buried in a silk grave. I'm gonna keep moving down this tunnel then.
Okay. Polygon reveal. We'll reveal some more for you. Hold on just a second. Get some more of that reveal.
How do you intend to enter? Because I'm waiting for everyone else.
You gotta move your dude, my dude.
He intends to. He's the Gandalf, not me. He's gonna wait till I go in. Then Lucretia and all the boys are gonna come out, and he's gonna solo them. And that little pink hat's gonna turn white, and he's gonna have hair, and it's gonna be a horse, and amazing.
Yes. All of that, yes.
Correct.
Adam, how
Accurate.
bonded are these ravens to me?
Well, they're hanging around. I mean,
Do I think if I stopped caring about them for the rest of Frantic, they might still exist later?
just leave them outside, you mean?
Yeah. Well, as not good for the action economy as it is to have a 1d6 plus nothing as a standard action sometimes, I'm going to bring them. They will follow.
Okay.
There's plenty of meat outside. I'm sure they won't fly away.
Yep. I'm probably going crazy.
Ogre.
buffet.
What ogre?
You.
So you come to this ravine right here.
Stop creeping up on my ass, Gideon.
Go creep up on his ass, Wayko. The other Marshal is stuck in the back because he's protecting you.
So you come to this ravine.
Need my
A deep
personal
ravine
space.
stretches across this cavern, splitting the room in half. Geodes and veins of glittering minerals shimmer along the walls of the chasm, which drops away into the dark. A 10-foot wide bridge, spans the gap.
Okay. I'm
What's
gonna
your
make
passive
another
perception?
perception check in this room for traps on the bridge or secret doors in the wall that will let us into the keep from the rear.
A secret passage within a secret passage.
Yes, a secret passage. What do my crazy bird eyes see? They see a modified 30.
Just the number 30 on the wall.
Oh, that's weird. Why would someone write that there?
So you go in there and you start looking around. You start looking it over, and you look down also to kind of check it. All seems okay. You think that it's probably best to go one person at a time with the way the bridge condition is.
A little rickety.
But as you're looking down, you see something glitter.
Magpie, don't you do it. No.
Play to my weakness.
I was gonna say it's Thistletop all over again with bridges that are falling apart, but now there's an incentive
Curse
to make
you.
sure a bridge dies.
Also, you do think that it may be reinforceable with another rope, so you guys could move back and forth freely as long as you have that understanding that it needs reinforced.
So there's nothing, there's no one and
Sparklies.
nothing in here other than us, as far as I can tell.
Except the sparklies.
Except for the sparklies, which is the
And
most
stop
important
hating
thing,
them.
but the other stuff, there's nothing, there's no one or nothing in here living other than us, or a trap.
As far as you understand, yes.
Yes, okay, so I'm gonna go back to Gideon, and I'm gonna tell him that the way ahead looks clear.
The way ahead looks clear. But the bridge is a little rickety. And could probably, either be careful with it or tie an extra rope across. I have something to do.
Well, knowing Wayko, potentially putting a rope across to secure it may not be the worst idea.
Right?
Oh god, I forgot about that.
So I'm gonna. What check do I need to make down into this hole?
It's up to you. You think you might be able to climb it.
I'd rather acrobatics.
Yeah, as always.
We've discussed how I'm really bad at one and really good at the other.
Yeah,
Rogues.
parkouring down is a lot harder than parkouring up. So
Well, is there a convenient hay bale down there for him, Adam? That'd be real good.
No, you don't want to land on a hay bale. You want to land on loose hay. Hay bales hurt.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess the guys at farms would know. So real quick, Adam, before we go too much farther, if Nahkräs knows this is where the black arrows are buried, he's not going to enter, but he's going to get right up to the edge, and he has the blanket of black arrow insignias and stuff, because when he had it in his head, he was going to draw all the ogres out of Rannoch and kill them in the woods. That was the I'm the black arrows, chase me, haha. But if that's done, he's going to leave it. Again, I don't want to go in, because probably something bad in there. I think that my knowledge of druid stuff is enough to justify that meta knowledge I'm spitting, but I'm going to just set the all the black arrow paraphernalia just right outside and then catch up. And hopefully I didn't aggro the ghost. I'm sorry, everyone.
As the closer you get, the more this specter appears, as you are not stealthing, and he can see you.
So I'm just going to set down the black arrow thing and hope he gets it. So I'm sorry, everyone. I've done a bad thing. Bad thing.
All right, Paladin, back down the way.
That's the name of this episode. Tommy did a bad thing.
As you back away, he kind of reaches out to you and kind of. But the further you get away, he dissipates.
All right. I'm going to make a quick. I guess knowledge nature can't identify something like that, can it? Probably no. Okay.
That's a
Never mind.
religion thing.
Alrighty.
So how are you going to get down there, Magpie?
I'm gonna parkour down, and then hopefully someone will have a rope. Oh wait, I have 50 feet of rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
Would you prefer if I lower you down?
No, I'm pretty sure I can jump down. I'm real good at jumping down things historically.
Okay, you can see that there are stalagmites at the bottom that
How does
be bad to fall on.
How does a 33 acrobatics? Yeah,
A 33 acrobatics.
33.
I suppose I'll say that does it.
Aha!
So, you get
Adam
down there.
supposes the 33 is good enough.
Suppose.
I guess.
Well, you look at the walls and they look pretty hard to climb.
Well, that's
so-
why I'm acrobaticsing down, and then Gideon will help me up. He is my elevation assistance mechanic.
So you
I
get
just
down
wait
there
till,
and there's
Just wait until I get like 26 strength, and then I'll just throw you. I'll be the perfect elevation assistant mechanic.
Yes.
Oh, you snapped my brittle bird spine with the tension.
We call him AIM for short. It's an imperfect acronym, but it works.
You get down there, and you do find a skeleton. It appears to be a thief, probably a halfling, or a child. You would guess probably a halfling.
Or a child.
Yes. Hey, Moon is a level 2 dude now. I mean, he's a child character.
This is. You find the son of your. You find your GM's son's dead character.
No, you find you think it's probably a halfling, but his pack contains, unfortunately, a broken flask, some prospecting tools, and a pouch with 2 large garnets.
Ooh.
He also has a trusty. He seems to have a trusty sword of an interesting metal that you've seen probably Gideon mess with.
2 garnets.
An adamantine something or other.
And what is it? Like a small-sized short sword, or?
It is a short sword.
Small.
So a dagger for
A
most of us.
medium-sized short sword.
Oh,
No, it's
so a great sword for
medium-sized
him.
short sword.
Fair enough.
Short
Eh, two-handed sword, maybe.
Yeah.
I will say, when you pick it up, it seems to. When you pick it up, it seems to size to you. So.
Magic.
Magic.
Or something.
Neato burrito. As they
The sword actually is a burrito. It just turns
Oh
into
no! I didn't want this at all. I take it back. This is not a Neato burrito.
drives back through the Taco Bell, turns the burrito back in. I asked for an adamantine short sword.
Yeah, this is a messy frittata.
All right.
As Mazus inches
Mazus
across
is
the room.
venturing forth.
All right.
Safely.
Mazus has the
Does
rope,
not
and he's going to help Gideon secure it while Magpie's down there.
Gideon! Gideon! I found a dude! Gideon!
And a burrito.
Gideon, there's a burrito! Gideon! I need a rope,
Once
please!
that's
Immediately
once that's secure, Gideon will lower down his knotted silk rope.
Okay.
Gideon, it's spooky down. Oh, there's a rope. Did he not get all the sparklies down there?
Climb check.
He did. He found the sparklies.
So
Yes.
I will return with my sparklies.
Okay, so do you need a strength check from me?
To hold my 65-pound body? I should hope not.
I was actually
Yeah,
just going
not
to pull
to
you
hold
up.
Well, if you want to do that, you feel him start climbing, and you're like, "Oh, this is going to take forever."
Oh,
Yeah.
this bird's so slow.
So does a 25 do anything for me?
Oh my god.
Magpie, just give me a little,
climb.
I did roll a
Give me a
natural
little,
19, so...
give me a little strength check to make sure you hold on while he does that.
No, god,
Reflex
just
save.
don't make me roll a strength check. That's the opposite of good.
Just for fun.
I rolled a natural 20. Eat that, nerd.
There you go. So you get this kind of rush in your the adrenaline hits your heart, and you're like, "Woo!" as he goes. "Whoa."
Yeah,
kind of-
my mammalian clench reflex triggers, and I just.
Basically, think of the Hulk ride at Universal Studios in Florida.
Yeah. I've been on that Hulk ride. It's a good roller coaster.
But you just click, 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 click.
There you go.
Magpie flies out of the chasm. Still amazing.
Yeah.
This is eyes bugging out from the adrenaline.
Yeah, as he like
you want to
wheels
learn-
through the air past the top of the chasm, he just like locks eyes with Emyrelda and goes, "I'm flying!"
And she's probably like, "You do that all the time, dear."
Yeah, but normally only once a day and for a number of minutes no greater than my hit dice.
And I've already done that today.
She's
the actual character will sign in on
she's
what
laughing.
happens.
All right.
She's
Mazus
trying not
has
to, but she's
successfully-
laughing.
There you go. Mazus has successfully secured the rope.
Can Emyrelda
as image
identify
synthesizer
magic
device.
items?
What skill is that? Appraise?
Spellcraft.
You can use
Appraise,
spell,
spellcraft, the identify spell, knowledge arcana.
Oh, I can
or
spellcraft.
okay, you can use appraise to know if something's up with it too, about how much it costs. That's more Mazus-ish
Okay.
stick, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
I'll
said
go to Mazus if I
spellcraft
have
or
to,
knowledge
but I'd
arcana?
rather ask my why.
It's spellcraft or knowledge arcana, right? Or is it just spellcraft?
You pick one that
Okay,
you want to use, and you roll once.
gotcha. All right, knowledge arcana is better. Oh,
Not that good.
Oh, exactly what I happened. Exactly what I was hoping would happen happened. You screwed that up. So, Magpie looks at you pleadingly, and then his shoulders just like, ugh, and then he walks over to Mazus.
Yeah, because she starts to say, "I don't think it's magic at all," because you know it didn't. You're holding it, so it doesn't change.
Yeah.
And you're a medium creature, so and she's a medium creature, so.
Okay, dear. Mazus!
Yes, Magpie?
Would you please look at this sword for me?
Where you found that sword, Magpie?
I found it down in the crevice that I just crawled out of. You watched me. I flew. It was amazing.
I wasn't looking, but sure.
Oh, you never are.
You never watch me.
Mazus never
Watch
cares
when
about
I do
us.
something amazing.
Oh, you see this? This is a...
It is a +1 mithril short sword that sizes to its wielder.
It's a finely crafted mithril sword with some magical enhancements to it. Apparently, it's nifty in that way that it will adjust to the wearer's grip.
Sizes to the wielder.
That also qualifies as a. Is that a light weapon because it's mithril? Well, it's a light weapon because it's a short sword.
Well, it's a light weapon because it's a short sword. No, I don't believe making a weapon out of mithril changes its categorization, but it does count as silver for the purpose of damage reduction.
All those werewolves that are waiting inside Fort Rannick, best beware.
Or demons. Is demons or demons? One of them has DR silver.
Fae.
Also
Okay,
Fae.
cold iron.
No, cold iron.
That's cold iron.
that face cold iron.
Adam,
Yeah,
how
so
big is this gap?
Demons or demons.
Is that inaccurate
It
on the board?
is-
Did you just say
it's-
demons?
It's the square,
Demons. Demons, which are different than demons.
Like
at least in the lore.
Goodwill Hunting.
Matt Damon's
All
everywhere.
demons are.
All
All
single-eyed.
demons.
Or many demons.
All
How do you
demons now
like
talk like
den
demons.
apples?
There you
I don't
go.
like the sound of those apples. What are we gonna do?
All flanked by
Applesauce, bitch.
all flanked by cacodemons that look like Robin Williams.
Oh God.
All right. So
she used
you
to
get back
fart
up
in her
there.
sleep.
Alright, you guys reinforced this, correct?
Yep. Yep.
You did? So, Mama comes on over it.
Mama is not, actually. That's incorrect. I've asked you how long this is because I want to know if I need to jump it.
Oh, okay. It's 20 feet at least.
All right. So I'm going to
Depending on
put
where
my
you jump
weight on
from.
it a little and see if it's going to support her.
All right.
Yeah,
You
she's
start
the
to
equivalent of
creep
4
out
creatures.
You start to creep out there.
No, I put one paw. I'll put words in my mouth.
One paw.
Just push
seems to-
down, see how it reacts.
It seems to hold one paw.
Okay, 2 paws.
Seems to hold 2 paws and creak.
2 paws, and I ask Magpie to walk back on the bridge to see what happens. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no!
I'm
I
just
am
gonna.
a trap disabler, not a trap detection device.
I'm just gonna activate. I don't remember the name of the aspect, but there's an aspect that gives +8 to an acrobatics check and just try to leap the thing. So that's a.
Oh, everybody
20.
move! Everybody move!
Yeah.
After they move, I'm not gonna just tackle Jakar.
Yeah, he backs up. He backs up past Wayko, and Wayko sees him go with Mama Cat.
Woo!
Sorry,
It's
quick
28
speaking
though.
of- Sorry, light weapons. Did Gideon get that dagger? I can't remember.
I think he did.
Someone gave
You
you a
guys talked
dagger.
about sharing.
Someone gave you a dagger before I could give you my magic dagger. If you want this +1 mithril short sword, it's yours.
If he doesn't, Nahkräs does, because Nahkräs doesn't have a light weapon. If he gets swallowed, I'm punching.
Okay, well, you two can. You know what? You two can argue over who gets the returning dagger and who gets the mithril short sword. Because those are the two light weapons up for grabs right now.
Yeah,
Roll
do
for
it in
it.
the chat if you want. But
Yeah, well,
Put a D100 in roll 20.
don't roll against Greg, okay?
We're
Rolling
doing a
against
need and
Greg
greed, and
doesn't
we're only
work
rolling
well.
against Greg if Greg puts his dice where we can see them. Put a D100 in the chat, and highest gets the sword.
You're continuing to move forward.
I think that's a short sword.
All right, there you go.
You have a returning. You have your first range.
You have a +1 returning dagger.
+1. Mithril. Really, I just have a sword.
Gregorino. Okay, so I need to ask Adam really quick because I gotta pee. This secret tunnel, I'm guessing, because I have a bird's eye view of this mapperino, just leads to the other secret passage and does not take us into the rear of the keep.
Well, you asked them about it because you guys didn't ask them about it. It does not lead you into the keep. The way into the keep is in here. It's further down. They say that just a little further ahead, now that you're communicating with them, is a armory they keep aside. That they don't access it much, but they keep certain things aside in that area.
Perhaps +1 mithril short swords.
Not slap the tits off of these Black Arrow Rangers.
Give them the old.
All right, I will stealth again if you want another stealth roll for a 12. So another 36, and I will move ahead of the party, that 30-foot buffer, so right up to the edge of this darkness.
All right, stay here. I'm going to check it just in case.
Alright, scream if you need us.
Oh, I will. You'll hear it. It'll be
Oh, he
loud.
will. Wayko, are you coming?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just staring at yon rickety-ass bridge, wondering if...
They did reinforce it with an additional rope, so it shouldn't snap.
You're right. We just need
You
to go
also weigh
one by
like
one.
45 pounds, soaking wet. I think you'll be fine.
He
Oh
takes
yeah,
his
I
hat
forget
off,
that you're a Sylph and you weigh literally nothing.
and he takes the chicken, and he says, we need to go one by one. And then he drops the chicken, and he kicks the chicken across to Nahkräs, yelling, receiver, go! And he boots the
Reflex
chicken.
save is a, I guess, is what's happening.
I elect to
just
fail the
walk
save.
in front of me.
Chicken
just kind of do what it does.
Come on!
It's 24 though, to try to grab
So,
Henryetta. Grab like by the foot,
She's gonna
you
peck
try
you.
to grab
She'll peck you.
Okay.
feed her to a war cat, and we'll see what weird
She's
demon
very
effects
aggressive
happen.
chicken.
So you kick her, and then you start coming over. She's cursing you out in all types
yeah.
of chicken. She is not very pleased with you.
And he
She's
just
telling you very
nonchalantly
explicit-
walks across. He'd understand.
I don't think Magpie. I don't think not Magpie. I don't think
Oh, yeah, no, I understand all of
Cross
it. It's
needs-
hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, you clucker, what are you doing, kicking me in my clucking ass? Do you get on
It's
down?
It's not my fault. He's built like an athlete. I wanted to confirm that.
Whoa,
I almost
Tommy,
lost
that's
one of
a
my
lot
wings, you
cuss words.
fucker.
We're gonna have to cut all that out.
What's a good terrible thing to say to people from Alberta? I'm fresh out of good insults.
Tommy, that's assuming you had good insults in the first place.
Hey, leave me be.
What is a good thing to say to an Albertan?
I don't understand what Henryetta says. I regret using that.
Oil's
potion to sleep with
non-sustainable.
animals. Yeah, my gas is cheap. Haha. As I hand the
You
bird back
overpay
to
for
Sylph.
petroleum. Your
Well, you know what you say
rubbing
to him?
Vaseline is very expensive.
You say, the poutine in Quebec was better.
Ah,
I mean,
It
it
is.
was.
But that's the
where you
known
get the best
quantity.
The
The best
Quebec
thing we
food
have is
machine.
New York fries.
Our beer is
All right.
cheaper.
our everything appears. to
Your
be
beer
just
is
in the healthcare.
worse.
Your beer, your beer is cheaper, but our broken arms cost us nothing.
Fair. That is a fair trade.
No, that's actually not a fair trade because you spend more on your alcohol than you would if you didn't spend on the alcohol.
Okay, I'm just saying,
I
the guy
know,
with
when
type
I
1
looked at the liquor
diabetes
store.
who doesn't drink will take it.
When I'm drunk and fall down the staircase, it all works out in my favor.
Or when he
Yeah, I
gets a
mean, I
torn
might
splinter
spend
in his palm.
$600 in beer, but like that's $20,000 to fix a broken arm without insurance.
Where?
Not that much, Jesus.
Okay.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know how much American healthcare costs.
I don't understand American money
that
still.
much.
The paper's so small.
Costs an arm and a leg.
All right.
what the hell's
Money
going on?
is so small and made of paper.
Okay, so you get about there, and that's what you see. Nahkräs. No, you're there.
Picking up
You,
that
you
D20.
hear kind of skittering where you are.
Like behind us.
No, not Nahkräs. Magpie
Oh,
sees
okay.
it, hears it, because he has a really good.
Do you want another
Has a really good passive
or you
perception.
just leave my passive?
Your passive picks it up,
Okay, I think
You
I
got-
updated my passive.
and then you hear.
Should be a 26. What the fuck makes that noise?
Valtarb! There's Pokemon's in there.
Vibrating phone.
A vibrating phone. Yes.
Every 4 steps, there's another bat in your face.
Hey man.
Ah!
Crobat is
Okay,
competitive.
so I will walk around far enough to get a peek around the bend here. I am still hidden in plain sight.
All right, I actually need to look because they nat 20'd on their perception, but I don't.
That doesn't
Dang,
mean anything. Skill checks can't crit at him.
No,
Yeah.
but he might have a plus 16.
They
to
do in your
perception.
game, Tommy.
They do, yeah.
They
I
do in
established that
your
early.
game. So they, nothing sees you, and you see that there's some. There appear to be some lizards right in here, and I'll explain what the room looks like since we're there.
Okay.
You scroll out a little bit, and those kind of look like xenomorphs. I got scared for a second.
No. Well, they make similar noises.
Little tiny mouth at back.
They got a secondary set of jaws like an eel.
That breaks through your skull so they can consume your brain.
Yeah, if you're curious where Geiger got the idea for the secondary jaw, he got it from a species of eel.
Oh,
I thought I got it from
Here I
drugs.
thought it was-
Fair enough.
No,
And
that
here
actually
I
has
got
a
The guy
secondary
from
jaw.
The
That-
counter?
Damn.
Make sure you
so
scare
in there, the floor and walls and ceiling of this cool, damp cave are coated from floor to ceiling in soft, dark gray fungus. Several crates are stacked in a nook in the northwest, which is over here by where they're kind of bubbling around. Well, no, never. Yep, right over here, and they seem to kind of hover on them, not hover, but go on them. And these lizards are, they're pretty big. They're small-sized lizards, and they
They're
kind
size of a
pop up
dog.
there, one of them. Yeah, like
Good size
a big rat terrier maybe, or a small German Shepherd.
Yeah, from what I understand, the general size comparison for for animals.
Adam.
Just size comparison for Adam. The general size comparison for animals for size categories when we're talking about like monsters is like large is a horse or like a stag, and then small is like a dog. Like a German Shepherd would be considered small.
Right. So they're about that size, and they you see them. They're doing their normal thing, waddling around, getting up on the things. They shot. One of them goes, and it kind of combines the hissing and a kind of electrical sound to it.
Oh, I know what that is. Those
That's
guys are
worrisome.
fun. Kind of useless, but also
Got
fun.
a couple little horns on the side of its head. They mainly look green.
Are the horns gem-like?
Are they gem-like? Don't think so.
Okay, then it's.
I'm going to say no. They're not.
It's a
Do we hear
different
the
creature.
sounds of electricity crackling from 60 feet away down the hallway?
No, it's not that loud. It's just
Okay.
something they seem to do while they're communicating.
I see. You know, those guys would make really cool familiars. Just throwing that out there.
They would. These are not carbuncles. They're some sort of electricalism. I will go back to the party and communicate what I found. I will ask Gideon to accompany me. I will move just in front of you, and we will... I mean, I want to ask the Black Arrows about them, too, if these were here before or not. But I want to move just in front of Gideon, so I will move and initiate, and you will respond. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Because...
What about the rest of the party? We all staying behind?
Yeah, what
Well,
about
I mean,
the
you
hunter
guys
who's not
come with
listening
me,
and
but, like,
following
I
you?
am when we enter into combat, I want to be set up with Gideon or Nahkräs, one or the other, and then the rest of you will come in behind. Because I don't think this is going to be like a terribly dangerous thing. I don't mean to leave you guys out. Like, I feel bad for leaving you
Probably
guys
just
out.
like a done.
Yeah, I feel like this is a room that we can come into and then move on.
Well, what do the black arrows say about him, Adam?
They say that the lizards. They thought the lizards had stayed down in the caverns, but apparently some of them have come up. They call
They
them
just say
shocker
lizards.
lizards.
Oh, okay. So here's a knowledge nature. It's a 22 to identify what I think is like a CR2 thing. So I should be able to identify. Yeah.
Yes, you've heard of shocker lizards before. They mainly hang around in caves, or warm marshes, or both if they can find it.
Fair enough. So they're
it's
not
kinda
like
dampened.
threatening. They're just kind of there, right?
Yeah, they're magical beasts that just kind of wander about and do their own thing. They're not something that's inherently malicious.
Okay.
He's a real wolf. He'll bite you.
That shocker lizard is actually a real wolf. Nahkräs is going to make his way to the front. He's going to smell Magpie but not see him, realize he's somewhere around there. And I want to just, I'm going to try to scare these things off with wild empathy, because there's no real need to kill them. They're just there. It violates nature to do so, and I'm worried that Adam may get heavy-handed with my hunter code. So here's a wild empathy check. It is well, not a wild
We have
empathy.
that ring somewhere.
Oh, God.
I don't know
We
if
do
you
have
had
that
it.
ring somewhere, don't
Yeah,
we?
friendship.
Okay, I'm going to...
Somebody's got you've got that, don't you?
I do now. How wonderful. Look what I found. Ring. I'm going to come through, and it's an intimidate check, and it's bad. I add -3, but I rolled a 19, so it's
Well, I think
16.
you make a... Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So 16.
Just come through. You need to go now. Go away. Shoo, lizard.
So they look at you and they go,
What do they say?
and they run away.
I guess I can understand it, right? Isn't that what the ring that we're just pretty much immediately selling? So let's get some mileage out of it right now.
No,
No,
it's a
wild
charm
empathy
animal.
doesn't let you communicate.
Oh, okay. Well, neat. I did a thing. I'll go back to my mount, who was guarding the rear the whole time.
All right.
the room.
Quickly, now, go. What's there?
All right. They do. They
Assuming Wayko
run
follows.
off. They run down this way and disappear behind a crack.
Oh, oops.
So
Yeah. Sorry, Colin.
Guess we're following them.
Meanwhile, Wayko's still at the bridge.
Wayko. More secret passages. I blatantly lie. There's even some cinnamon rolls in the passages. Hurry up. Do you want to die?
Like, just blatant luring, like, oh, look, up ahead! A whole
cinnamon
chocolate fountain!
Other things that have nothing to do. Is that a corn doll thing that exists
Neat.
randomly now? Look at the poop painting.
Come get the stuff!
Did you guys kill those lizards already?
We scared them off with
they
yelling.
ran.
We just
Oh,
yelled
there you
it
go.
up.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Wait,
they
were you
ran
not-
in here. where
Did
we
I get
wanted
up?
to
Yes,
go.
I went up to go to the bathroom like I said I was going to do 10 minutes ago and then never did.
Yeah.
I was enjoying this flying super seat.
So is
So I
there
guess these
anything
brown
in this
things are
room?
like chests.
Well, there are.
Yes, there is a few there are a few things. There's some mainly mundane weapons. A 2 dozen long swords, short swords, daggers, longbows.
Wow.
I mean, they sell.
One of the crates contains an oilcloth wrapped around some different-looking arrows. Jakardros
not
looks
black.
at them and offers them to. They are black shafted with They're black shafted with yellow runes on them and stuff like that. Oh, cat clicks. Cat clicks.
Kitty.
Meanly.
Kitties everywhere.
Aw, adorable.
Hi, Greg's cat.
Would you like to roll the dice and knock them off the table?
He has done that while we've been playing on a number of occasions.
I bet. So,
It's not
So
the
there
neat
were
one.
some-
I'll drop.
Some arrows and mundane weapons.
are the arrows identified by Jakardros? You said something about Jakardros.
Well, Jakardros offers them up to someone if they want them. They're shocking.
Oh, that's why
Right.
that's why they attracted the lizards. That they're attracted by the electrical field.
Well, how many? Did you say there was how many?
2.
2.
2?
No, excuse me, 6. 6.
Okay.
Oh,
Gideon and across split them 3 and 3.
I mean,
You can
does-
take them if you're going to use them.
Yeah, I
more
was gonna
often.
say, does
More
Gideon
rare.
really use a bow?
I
Not
don't either,
often.
but it may become more advantageous when I'm outside of things threat range to retrain as an
That's
archer.
true.
I'm on a
In
huge
the
mount.
past,
Just,
he tried to kill that scaveling with it, but he missed.
I remember.
He's killed
So-
other things with it. The
Yeah, we
Vorga,
haven't
there we go.
we haven't really been in hard into archery ever since the Vargoyles stopped being a problem.
Yeah. All right. So what are those arrows mechanically? Are they just shocking arrows?
Mechanically,
D6.
no.
isn't it?
Ooh, nice.
6
Yeah.
plus 1 shocking arrows.
And these are +2 shocking burst
Ooh.
arrows.
Oh
nice.
shit, son!
So if I crit, that's a D10 if I remember correctly.
2d10.
With the AoE.
2D10. That's a lot of D10s.
2d10 as opposed to a non-flagellant d10.
I don't get it.
Shut the hell up. He means farts. Farting.
Hey guys, it's a flagellant arrow.
Oh, you mean a flatulent, not a flagellant. Very different thing.
Flatulent, yes, flatulent. Did it not?
I heard a G instead of a T, and I got a very different mental image.
Yeah, arrows of just.
Flagellants are
Arrows
sexy.
of Zon-Kuthon.
Oh god. Quick survival check. It's a 27, Adam, to see if I can pick up the tracks or scent of more than 2 shocker lizards.
What was the check
27.
result?
27.
Maybe there was a third one up here, but probably not. Probably just these 2 ventured up from the caverns below. And
Okay.
the arrows do tell you guys that, yeah, if you want to, I'm volunteering some information because no one talks to them. If you go down that way, that's going to lead into the basement, into the
basement
into
of Rannick.
low Fort Rannick.
So this
underneath
just
Fort
dumps into. This just dumps into
There's some-
that waterfall.
They say there are some caverns there, and the shocker lizards usually hang around in the caverns. And then it leads into where they had their dungeon.
Where are they making their maps?
Where they potentially are housing a Lucretia.
So again, this just dumps out right here, Adam. Is that what the arrows? Now that our tour guides are becoming talky, can we determine that that's just
Hey,
like a whoop, whoop
You
outside?
guys are supposed to talk to the NPCs.
No,
They don't
okay,
have to
like, I
volunteer
get that.
squat.
I get that. Magpie gets that as a gaming person, but I can't picture them leading us through this secret area of their base and not being like, and if you look to your right, this leads to the place where you kill everybody.
Just keep your hands, arms, and swords inside people at all times.
Thing about it.
This is a
Alright,
hallway
so
that you should not go down. It's definitely
comes out.
super trapped. And there's definitely no nudie mags in there.
Definitely no nudie
We
mags.
found the Black
Go
Arrow's
down the
porn
top.
collection.
We found their
Yes.
spank bank.
We've done
This
it.
is
at
the
last.
place you do not go.
Unless you need to.
All right, so I guess we go in.
We should send Magpie
So-
first.
All right, so do we want to go into the Fort Rannick, or do we want to try and kill the
yeah, let's go. We don't count
No?
XP anyway.
No, we don't
Let's
want to.
go.
We don't want to TPK in front of the Lamia again. Now that we don't have the crit tables.
Let's just go kill the. Oh, we want to kill her, do we not?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
killing her. She dead. Just spoiler in nature. She's getting fed to my workout. And probably
go.
also me.
Let's go that way, because that way we can potentially sneak up on other big bads.
Let's see. Well, do we want to send the guy with hide in plain sight first to figure out what's going
Yes.
on, or do we just want to kick the door down?
Always.
Send the guy.
All right.
Do you
are,
want to go
are we
full
going?
Gideon?
Are we going through
or do we
3?
want to only go partial Gideon? We going full Gideon or are we going Magpie?
We're going partial Gideon. We're going partial.
I don't think you
You
can
know,
go partial
stupid.
Gideon.
How do you
There's
do
only
partially? You just kick the door
either or.
slightly.
Partial Gideon.
Big wind
I-
up and just.
Partial Gideon was Shien holding him back.
Oh God, yeah. Fair
He
enough.
died, so
Yeah. Now partial Gideon is the exact same thing as partial Magpie, where we both walk in, but you only see Gideon.
Okay, where the hell do we go?
Yeah. Are we deciding on? Whoa, we've
We're in the dark.
disappeared. Are we going to B12 or down secret number 3?
Secret number
Secret
three.
number
I
three.
thought.
Secret number 3. Okay. So I believe we're changing maps, and that's what Adam is doing.
Yeah. We're
Fort
we're
Rannoch
right at
underneath.
Fort Rannoch underneath.
Parentheticals.
Parentheticals?
I need to bring back those Darrow somewhere in Wardley Caliber. That voice is fun.
That's how you speak Undercommon.
Parentheticals in Fort Rannoch. Magpie is very large. Magpie's ego is bigger than
very small.
No,
Damn it. I'm so sorry I keep grabbing the ball.
The rest of the maps are appropriately sized.
Oh.
Everyone is dumb but us.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. What do I do with my ravens?
All right, hold on, greeny britches.
I'm just getting everybody sized.
Ah, I got you.
I almost feel like if I ever run a gnome character, I've got to play it as if it was a WoW gnome with all the large vocabulary for no apparent reason.
Oh god. I think that's why I dislike gnomes, is just World of Warcraft. I think the Pathfinder gnomes would be just fine, or like gnomes from anywhere else.
I like
Well-
big posteriors and I cannot prevaricate.
I guess I would take a Mechanistrider if I can find one in Pathfinder for a
Now,
mount.
see, that actually makes me like them more. It was the many people in a row playing gnomes like they were Kender that ruined them for me.
Yeah, but gnomes aren't
I like
Kender.
Gobbos
Gnomes
always.
understand.
Gobbos and Cobbos.
Gnomes understand the concept of ownership. They're definitely not Kender.
Oh, you're just angry we're not playing in Communism Simulator 22.
What is Communism Simulator? What are you talking
There's
about?
nothing. I was
just
in
make
Malcolm's
something
house. You said no system of ownership, and I made the communism joke.
Oh, I'm with it now.
That's why I was yelling boo.
Because Kenders don't understand ownership.
They don't. They're kleptomaniacs. And suddenly
Yeah,
I missed the
which is-
Dragonlance books. Those books were pretty good.
That's why
Kind
they're
of.
awful. They're good for books, terrible
It's
for
not-
playing games
It's
with
not
your friends.
stealing if everybody owns it.
Yeah, but it's only not stealing if everybody owns it. If everybody agrees that nobody owns it.
That's why you just send the guys who disagree to somewhere cold.
Like Alberta.
Like Canada.
Like Canada, yeah.
Where apparently all the neo-Nazis live from the way you talk.
Only a couple neo-Nazis.
They don't last long here.
He's got 50%. The other 50% are in Marshall, Missouri.
The vast majority of them are probably in Brazil, actually.
Oh god, yeah.
And Argentina.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Argentina's big.
Viva Argentina.
What are you doing?
We
Oh,
are
I
not
see.
talking about Argentina or Brazil. We are talking about Pathfinder stuff. Yo,
Dang it.
We're just on the loading
Hey, damn it,
screen. We're
y'all.
waiting.
Don diggity dang
No,
it. Yeah,
yay.
we're waiting for Adam's loading screen to load in.
no, you guys. I'm just waiting on who's in marching order.
All
Y'all
right,
done.
so then I guess it's
Just the
Magpie,
time.
and then it's Gideon, and then Nahkräs has to
I got-
squeeze with his work hat, so I think Nahkräs is still rear guard.
Wayko
seems
takes
correct.
point and throws a lightning bolt at your face.
Hey, that's a waste of good spells.
That's a waste of a lightning
What's
bolt
that?
because I have evasion.
That's later.
Okay, so
Why
yeah,
does
I
it
guess
sound
I'll
like there's
walk.
a train on very rusty train tracks coming at us.
I was
Suddenly
gonna
I'm
say
worried.
it sounds like something out of a Hitchcock movie. I guess I'm gonna walk a little ahead, and then it's gonna be Gideon, and then who wants to be behind Gideon? I'm gonna vote for the Black Arrows, then the Spellcasters, and then Nahkräs' rear guard.
Seems good.
Fair.
So
Nobody has any arguments? Okay.
now that we're establishing a marching order, while you guys establish that order, I will tell you what it looks like down here.
Okay.
These dark caves of dirt and stone wind and bend dizzyingly, narrowing to as small as 3 feet wide at points. In places, claws have exposed tree roots, and they hang from the ceiling.
Okay, so at 3 feet wide, I gotta ask, is there any way that Warcat is even squeezing through here?
Technically, if a medium creature is walking through just fine, a large creature, rules as written, can squeeze.
Alright. Then Magpie will move further within.
Do you want another stealth roll?
I want another stealth
no.
roll. Okay. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Dang it, Tommy! This is my channel. You run your own thing on your channel.
No.
It's up to you, Adam. I could roll a 1. Then it would only be a 25.
Yeah, then it would only be a 25.
Ooh, yeah, it's getting a little squinchy in here, even for Magpie. Well, not for Magpie, but definitely for Gideon.
Yeah.
I think you want me to just not have my work hat for this part of the dungeon.
You can just carry companion until we get.
No, I don't. I don't have the spell because you made me burn one of my second level spells at the beginning of the day in the barn for your child.
No, remember we decided not to make him little again. We just left him in the cart.
You did?
Yeah, the egg.
I don't remember you guys see.
I don't remember that at all.
You're leaving my baby behind? Which
Can't shrink my kid.
No way.
But I figured I'd just leave him in the back seat of the van with the window cracked.
That'll be fun.
Man, that's real. It got to be like 105 degrees here in Missouri today.
No, I remember we said the like we came to a consensus that the egg was real sturdy as it was, and that we were gonna leave it with Aaron and the Griffin. We leave it with Aaron and Meg in the wagon.
Fang is that the sentient creature's name, Kane.
No. Because
Huss is gonna put both his hands up and back away from this fight.
I mean, Emmy was real non-concerned with how the egg was enormous now. So I don't know how much input she gave on her own child.
Maybe your kid's like Andre and it's just gonna keep growing.
Maybe we should just do Fort Rannick before Alex freaks out about it taking too long.
After a goddess trying to adopt the egg, I don't think she's surprised by the egg growing suddenly.
Like a sweet bite.
Magpie, move!
There it is. I told you to go.
Go.
The Vikings are angry.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm still hidden. I see a lizard.
You want me to shout down the
did not
tunnel? I
see
bet
you,
the sound
though.
will carry.
So let me make sure here. I
Why
don't
are we
want
dealing
to
with
tell you guys
CR2
wrong.
creatures? What is going on?
I think they're just like terrain, basically.
We're just trying to eat our resources before we get to Lucretia. I would really like to have that.
Okay,
Very
so-
sweet.
You see it, and it kind of just goes. You're kind of in its area, so it kind of just goes. It kind of backs off and goes over here.
Oh well, it can't see me.
No, but it hears plenty of other people talking.
Ah, fair enough. All right, then I will keep walking.
All right, taking it nice and easy.
Well, I mean, I don't want to run off into the fog of war. I'm there. I don't even know where I am. Everything is dark now.
Good, you can hide in plain sight. That's exactly what you wanted.
So you see that, and you can see.
Oh, no. He's a real wolf. He'll bite you.
Oh shit, there's a lot of
They
lizards
also-
here.
You're in big trouble now.
Is this one supposed to be bigger?
They're just taking up a square because they're small.
They're all a little bit different in size. I think it's just a scaling issue, less so than an actual sizing thing. All right, into the cross section. I'm assuming the others are following at some set distance behind me.
That depends.
Exactly 27.5 feet.
We can do that. We've got a ruler.
You're a ruler.
No, right there. There's 27.5.
Remember, these are actually 5-foot squares now.
No, they
So-
are, aren't they?
Yeah.
5, 10,
okay, yeah, I
50,
suppose I should be in a square then.
20,
Who are you,
25,
D&D?
30. We are 30 feet back right now.
And you know, as you kind of move through there, and they don't. It's not that you're invisible necessarily. It's also that you don't. You think they're more concerned about eating roots and grubs and stuff than they are necessarily about messing with you.
Okay.
If they could see you.
Okay, so to expedite this, I'm gonna move north, down this way, until I hit a dead end or I don't hit a dead end, and then I'll come back. Okay, so dead end. So I'm gonna make a perception check really quick for this area.
Okay.
Oh, fuck! I rolled a 1. 18.
18.
My perception. 17.
Well, you mainly find a bunch of stuff that the lizards kind of drug down there. You don't, nothing spectacular.
Okay. All right. Then I will head back to the cross section and then back into the tunnel, and I will tell everyone I don't think the lizards are hostile. Just don't mess with them.
Should we have
They
you
hear
roll then
noises.
stealth for the group?
But they live here, right?
But yeah, but
Yeah,
I think they're just like, I mean, just try not to fuck with them, and you might just be able to walk past them.
Should we then do the group stealth roll with my armor penalty then, or how are we doing this?
We can't
Will
move,
power.
can't move
Will doesn't-
past them without cover.
Yeah, I feel like this would boil down more to a handle animal, because I can't hide in plain sight the whole party.
Yeah. Nahkräs has heard all of this and will move forward and just lather, rinse, repeat. I don't know how often I can activate the ring, so I'm just
The
gonna.
ring of animal friendship?
Is it just at will?
Probably like
It's at will. Yeah, you can use it. And you gotta make a diplomacy check with it.
All right, so I'm actually gonna do a handle animal check because I have 6 charisma, and it would be bad to try to talk nice to them. But it is a 27 handle animal check to just come in and I want to convince the lizards that we are not a threat. We're just moving through their territory. And they're fine. Perhaps if I have some strange jerky that I won't talk about which lamia it came from, I just leave it there to feed it to them and make them nice and happy and not saucing us.
Is it a ring of animal friendship? If that's the case, it's charm animals, so basically it'll view you as a trusted friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
tight.
It
Okay.
is yeah,
But
it's charm.
It's as if you cast it, so
Yeah, I'm using the skills on my character sheet
Okay.
because I want to stop and
Either
look
way,
up an
the
item.
DC.
This one kind of looks at you and goes, and it kind of comes over here and kind of nuzzles over eggs that you see there.
Oh.
This one kind of moves out of the way.
Mazus, no blowing up the CR2 creatures. There's no more experience. We're leveling at milestones. It's irrelevant. Take one of these for Aaron's familiar. It would be adorable, and it's better than
they're
the troll
adorable.
she's growing.
They're super adorbs. Look at them.
She already has a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a familiar. That is a class science experiment.
You realize that the cat and the troll are at some point going to be merged.
What? No, they're not.
Troll, if you will.
Oh, you mean their cat? Never mind. I got real defensive.
Crotch.
Byron.
Baron.
What the fuck are you doing with my animal companion? Hell no. All right, so I will communicate to the party that they have eggs over here. Leave their eggs be, and we'll be fine.
Right, then I'm gonna keep moving towards B37 down through the shocker lizard nest.
I'll instruct my war cat and the ravens to just follow behind. Looks like Emmy.
All right, and we can run off of those checks that you guys made for that. So,
Did you switch the audio track for this specific bit of the Black Arrow Keep?
If so, it's kind
I
of just.
switched it, yes.
Okay, I was just curious. Is there supposed to be a weird hissing noise going on?
It's the shocker.
yeah, because they're
It's the lizards.
yeah.
I'm just curious that it's actually part of the pack. That just seems very.
He's got
What's
spoiler
the-
escape, don't you know?
It's very thorough. Is all I'm
Does anybody
saying.
have Great Cleave? Or rather, no, this is not 3.5. Cleaving Finish. Because that's the only reason I would have wanted to fight these guys, just to watch that resolve as it
No.
cuts through all the dudes that are CR2. La,
Okay.
la, 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 la.
Nahkräs, are you moving?
You can move through me.
All right. Gideon's going to keep moving with...
He has to get his mom through here somehow.
She can move on her own. If the mediums can fit, rules is written, the large can squeeze.
So Gideon's just going to keep walking past.
She can fit. She's probably not super happy about it. And if any of the lizards fuck with her, she can probably just poof, and it's dead.
Just step on one.
They do seem to get more defensive as Mama goes past.
That's
Yeah,
not
but they do.
surprising. She's an
Oh, yeah.
enormous predatory feline.
Yeah. Not enormous yet. Give it 2 more levels to get to Mammoth Rider, and then 1 level of Gargantuan Druid, I think it's called, so I can make her Gargantuan. Goliath Druid, that's it. So
That's
she's
a little-
a large person.
It's a little squidgy in here. You gotta.
Thanks, Paizo.
I still think we should grab that ring and use
What
it on
ring?
some of these guys.
To what end? What would you do with it?
They're CR2. They wouldn't
Yeah,
even.
you're gonna walk these things to their death. They don't have any real anything.
No, the whole
I-
point is so that they don't mess with us on our way back if we have to get out in a hurry. Whatever.
That last little bit of just oof to put someone to dead.
I guess, but how long does charm animal last, anyways?
Not long enough. Maybe. I could be wrong.
An hour per level.
That might be long enough.
That'd be 8
Yeah.
hours. I think it uses your caster level.
Yeah?
I don't know. I think if we have to piece out of here, we're not going to come through the labyrinthine lizard factory. We're going to.
Yeah, the one who's squeezing's
That's probably
not
true.
running out here. He's running out the front door. So we make it to the next area? Is that what we're seeing?
It's just a free spell, so I don't see why not.
No, I think there are definitely places to use it, Colin. I think maybe this is just not it.
Shoelacing. And the Cross would also know taking one of these as a pet means it dies because they have to live in a large group just like this, and in a large group just like this, they'll take out all the power in New York.
All right.
All right, are we changing maps?
Change places.
So you're gonna go ahead and open the secret door now.
I guess. I will check it for traps. I mean, I would have gotten a free roll anyways.
Yeah.
As the trap goes off.
23.
It does not appear trapped.
All right, I open it.
All right. You see a beautiful red-haired woman look directly at you, standing as if expecting you, and saying, "Oh, do come in."
Oh shit, it's the fuzz!
Magpie has an intelligence score. He's smart enough to start combat while she's monologuing. Right? Right? Kane?
I got an intelligence of 8.
Damn it. Someone in
He
the
says,
party.
"Do
Mazus.
come in. Please, sit down."
Oh
Let's
yeah,
have a
no,
discussion."
Mazus. He does it. Let's talk. Let's talk it out. Let's talk about our feelings.
Stupid idiot.
I draw my sword. Let's talk about our feelings.
You're smarter. Congratulations.
She does not seem unprepared for what you're about to do,
I also
she
draw
says,
my hand crossbow. Let's talk about our feelings.
and she says, "But McMorrin would love you."
Who?
Well, that depends if you want to talk or not.
Man, her hair.
Well, that's I'm asking. Who? I have no idea who you're talking about.
Can I roll
Perhaps.
either religion or knowledge nobility check on that? Or local even?
Well, this might actually
It'd
be a place that was
probably
really
be
out.
something more local.
I can do local.
As long as Emmy
Yeah.
hears like stuff going on and Nahkräs is right there,
Yeah, I got a 17 for local.
she
And
is
I got an
going to
18.
ask Nahkräs to hand her the ring.
It's pointless. There are a bunch of CR2s. You're gonna get them killed, and in meta knowledge or in character knowledge, it's pointless. The despoilers are stronger. They're just little lizards. It's not happening.
No, I mean just give her the
Don't
ring.
you cast charm person on my terrible will save.
No, the whole point is that
Anyway.
she's known to be a charmer, so she can, in theory, has already charmed all of these lizards to close in on us as we try to make our escape.
Fair.
So we would need a
Pass
way
the
to
ring.
oppose it.
Pass the ring. Pass the ring. Fair.
Okay, she
Fair.
takes it.
Okay. So she sees you come in. She says that you guys don't do anything. I don't guess.
Do we
she
hear
says,
her at the back of the line, real quick, Adam?
You hear a voice, and Gideon, Jakardros, and Val, both of those guys are like, "We don't want none of this talking stuff." She seems to be ready for you in that.
Wait,
sense,
no, hold on.
so-
Aren't you supposed to be a giant snake?
Don't test her.
Oh,
Stop wasting your time and
that's
stab her.
rather.
What would
Who
you
are you
rather
talk-
fight?
Who are you talking to, Magpie?
Price
There's a
drop.
woman
Price
in
drop.
here. There's a woman in here with a name tag that says Lucretia.
Like a little bit of duct tape. Like a little bit of-
Hello,
Hello,
my name is
the boss.
Lucretia.
Price drop. Price drop. Do it, Mazus.
What I
Yeah, so did
assume
we
it's-
get anything from our knowledge local?
Yeah, he's right behind me. He can see this.
The knowledge locals unfortunately do not get you enough. It's not that common a knowledge necessarily for where you're from, so their DC
Sure.
was higher. But she seems to just have her. She seems to have a dagger out in her hand, and she's not unprepared. But she says that she'd like to discuss with you a possible.
Is there a source of light in this room?
understanding. Yes, there is.
And what is that source
The
of
room
light?
is well, there's several candles here. She seems to have it well lit. There's several candles here. There's a charger. I guess that's supposed to be a charger right there. A charger.
A brazier?
Oh, I thought you meant like that's where her iPhone
Brazier.
6 is plugged in.
Brazier.
A brazier, I should say, not a brazier, a brazier.
Well, she has a brazier. I'm
She
sure.
has a brazier, but that's a whole different argument. I can't hide in there.
Oh, you can. Don't
Well, I
tell
don't know.
Emmy.
Freaking love you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk next to the brazier.
It provokes.
There's plenty of light. Okay.
Because I'm assuming that's the main source of light in this room.
It's a fair assumption that's the main source of light.
That seems to be what the light effect on the map is indicating. And I'm gonna
Okay.
let the rest of the party move into the room behind me because I'm well out of the way of the door.
Okay. Gideon will move in into the side here.
Adam, can you please unassign Emyrelda's
Nahkräs will
character
move
sheet
to the
for me?
corner.
'Cause I keep grabbing her. I don't want to assume Colin. I assume the party moves in, and so I. But I go in last. I don't just excuse me, everybody.
You're gonna have a hard time fitting Mama in there.
A medium creature can fit through. A large creature can squeeze.
I understand that, but you must assign places for everyone else before Mama enters because you are taking up the rear.
Well, the full casters are smart enough to know that I need to go close enough to hit her. Right,
But
Wayko?
she-
Yeah,
can't
but they still
squeeze
have to go in
past.
first. This is the
Then-
same argument we have with Lucia and her dragon.
Damn it. Now I'm on the
You
other side
can't
of that. Now I'm
squeeze
on the side.
past them, and they can't squeeze past
Yeah.
you.
Well, they can assign squares
Yeah.
if they want these 4 squares. They say something, and I don't take them.
All right,
How
Wayko,
is that any
Emyrelda,
different
where are you
than moving
standing?
in?
That room's pretty busy. I think Wayko's just gonna hang back here.
Yeah, I think Emmy's thinking the same thing.
As long as he's got line of sight, right?
The problem
Yeah,
is that you have a freaking bulldozer that needs to go through the tunnel that you're occupying.
And rules is written.
She
written
says
down. They
she
can
says
squeeze.
she can't squeeze past them though.
Yeah, you can't move through.
Can't move
those
past.
two.
Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I assume they consent. I'm going to grab them. Not well. The cross could. No, the cross won't. The warcat will grab them and just kind of deposit them under as we move. It's awkward, but it should work.
Okay. Lucretia would like it. There's no need for everyone to be in, just the leaders of the group,
The
perhaps.
cross is gonna have her bow or his bow trained on her.
Okay, so that means
Yeah.
Gideon and Magpie, as far as Magpie is concerned.
I'm not moving.
Some are a little bit too stubborn to agree to that, I'm afraid.
Shut up, Mazus. I didn't owe you my life for the clock tower.
Yes, you do.
She says,
That's what
fine.
he said, if he didn't.
Don't really want to talk, as you're not taking the time to understand my position. So perhaps I should just
Get real big.
initiate.
Well, I mean, you're
And
not
it is
talking.
time for
I've been
combat.
standing in this room for the last 30 seconds. You've just been giving me the bedroom eyes, and it's real uncomfortable. 'Cause thank you, Lamb, but I am in a committed relationship.
To
Also, I did say to
clarify,
cross out a ready to action as she's talking. Do I have time to use it, or do we just use initiative?
we're using initiative because she
So-
is
so
ready
it's
and you
impossible
are
for me to.
ready. So
I am off the proverbial bird market.
If you scroll out really far, it looks like she's grabbing one of those science fair balls of make your hair staticky, and then you scroll
Yeah.
in and you realize it's absolutely not the case. It's really mind-boggling.
She's got some Merida from Brave hair.
Yeah.
So she lets herself assume her normal form, since you guys already spilt the beans that you knew it. And she's like, enough then. And she was trying to give you guys a chance to respond. That was the GM being nice. So, anyway, that's that.
I wanted to hear what you had to say, but
Oh, shut the hell up.
No.
Go read the AP. You'll figure it out.
Anyway,
Until Nahkräs has
she,
2 hit points, kill him. I'll bring somebody back who's a little higher charisma. Actually, don't kill him. I like
she now rolls for initiative, and we will follow initiative.
all right.
Haha! You don't think
All right.
Pokemon combat music will get us content ID, do you?
Not when we're really off key.
Not if yeah, do it off.
Not
key
if
and
we
off-
don't. Not if we don't have ads on in the first place, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't care because we'll just play whatever we want.
Oh, those are some angry lizards.
Watched
That
Lamias
is
have lizard
interesting.
empathy, and I had no idea.
All right.
Glad I
It's
listened to
not
my
a
boy
matter in
Colin.
this 3-foot wide hallway.
Oh, she rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, she's dead.
So-
She is gone. Goodbye.
Okay, this is too loud.
GG.
Okay, I'll try turning it
Yeah,
down.
that is too bad.
Oh god, yeah, that is super loud. The trains are coming. The train is Lucretia. Is her tail in the
So-
in the dress? Is that what I'm seeing? That's classy.
No.
That's very well. Right there. Literally right there.
Gideon,
Anyway, it's Gideon's turn first.
Okay.
Please get in
Yeah,
position so I can flank with you.
I really don't have much. I really don't want to waste the turn. So
hold
Gideon is going to
action.
smite evil.
Hold action.
Why?
Because he's gonna cast Hold Person, then we'll just gank her.
No, I don't have enchantment spells.
What
Are
the
you
hell
gonna
do you
cast
guys-
haste?
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, that might be worth it, Gideon. Being
Fine,
extra
I'll
attack
hold
with
my
your highest base attack bonus.
You hold your action.
I'll hold my turn.
You hold your turn. Okay.
Yeah. And Mazus cast Fireball.
This is what are you going to do?
Black tentacles.
No, not in here.
Black
Well, he's conjuring up this ghostly ball of black energy, cracks it. Black Friday.
Love it.
Nice.
What did
So-
you
And
make him
will take
give
his
up his turn for?
I don't know.
You don't know!
No, it's haste. Everyone
Everybody hates now.
Everyone except Wayko gets haste.
Cool.
Does that include Jakar versus Fire Pelt? Does he get
No,
priority?
not the fire pelt. Actually, let's take the fire pelt. The two in the tunnel, they're excluded.
Oh,
And that'll be his
there we
turn.
go. All right.
You can now cut them, Gideon, as much as you want.
Yeah, Gideon will take his movement. It's his turn now.
That work with.
Okie dokie.
So
So I
he will
move
cast.
around.
Yeah, he's going to cast Smite Evil on her.
Okay.
He is going to draw his sword as he 5-foot steps in,
All right.
and he is going to take a full round attack.
Okay.
Power attack, the whole 9 yards. You know the drill. For Iomade!
There it is. I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first swing of his sword.
Get that TV!
It's actually just stuck inside her chest. You have to carve it out.
Okay, so that is a +1. So that is. Sorry, just give me 1 second here. 27 to hit.
27. It is not tied to defender, is it?
It is not.
No, it's tied to attacker.
So that's
Try to
hit.
defend her with the house roll for throw the caliber.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I
So-
first started playing Pathfinder, I didn't know how it actually went. Also, holy crap, she's hard to hit.
So that would be 19 plus level. So that's 27 plus 6, so 33 damage.
Okay. She seems to take the damage and shake her tail a bit to whip the blood that you drew off, and it just kind of flies off. And she's how very rude of guests.
Second swing at highest attack.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, that's a natural 16, so that's higher than my first roll, so I'm taking it that hits. Because my first roll was a 14.
Threat range.
So I have to roll to confirm. And that's a 14, so that hits. The roll is a 14, so that's a
The
20.
total,
Total of 27.
total of 27. So it
Yeah.
does confirm.
Nice.
Okay.
So 27 plus 3 plus 4, 34 times 2, 68.
68 damage. She's much less pleased by that.
Okay, and my last roll at my standard zone. And that one's a miss. So that'll swing through. That's a 6 plus 8 plus 3, so that's 9, 17 to hit.
17 to hit does not hit.
Yep.
All right. She seems very focused on him now, and she says, "Ah," and Nahkräs, it's your turn.
Yeah, so Nahkräs knows it a spoiler when he sees one, smells it a spoiler when he smells one, has been wanting to do this whole time and thinks it's an insult to everyone here that she wanted to talk. He draws, and I have to thank Kane for this, draws a very particularly foul-smelling arrow and launches it at her flat-footed armor class because she's yet to act. I have a +1 from haste that I'm not used to calculating. It's a 18 plus 1 plus 11 to hit. So it's higher than 27.
Yep.
She's got a 27 flat-footed.
No, she I didn't say she was flat-footed.
Well, she is because she hasn't acted.
Done stuff. She had done stuff that you guys didn't know about beforehand. The combat only began here because she initiated. She took her turn, is what happened.
Yeah, the meta here is that Lamia matriarchs always know that you're coming and have time to pre-buff.
Thanks, guys.
The thing here is that Lamia matriarch you fought the first time, you guys kept announcing yourselves coming up the thing. This time, she has story reasons for knowing why that you were coming.
You try to fight your way up a bell tower in silence. It can't be done.
Yeah, we just all play Shadow Dancers. We've got this. Anywho, Lucretia takes 5 damage and has been struck with a pheromone arrow. So if you have scent, you get a +2 to attack and damage. Nice. She can wash it off with, I think, a minute worth of prestidigitation and or water. Of course, that provokes, and it's 4 round actions to do so. Second shot is probably a terrible miss. 19, 20, it's a 21 I miss.
Are you using a ranged weapon within her threat range?
She hasn't acted.
She has acted.
We established that she had acted.
Well, do you want her to provoke a bunch? Because I'm definitely attacking under the presumption that she can't.
Okay.
I'm open if you want to attack, it provokes. As an immediate action, I use my workout as cover.
She does go ahead and take her AOO.
Okay.
So I believe 30.
You hit.
Okay.
That's all I need to hear was 30.
So first strike in the round, it does something. I believe that is for an AOO. I rolled a 16. You're lucky I rolled a 16. So it's going to do damage.
Okay.
She lashes out at you with her dagger. It does 16 damage. No,
okay.
wait. Long one. It does not 16, but 12 damage. And it drains 1 wisdom from you.
Ooh, that's almost relevant. Ooh. So 16 damage I take, then it's a 25, also misses again, just barely. Well, no, excuse me. It's a 27, not a 25, because I do have scent and I'm attacking something that's been struck with a pheromone arrow. So that hits for another 5. This time she's been struck with just a regular arrow because I'm not quite keen on using the shocking bursts when hitting is not for sure. It's funny, my cat chooses this moment to start chewing on my ankle because I'm going to 5-foot step in. As part of that move action, Nahkräs will draw his Elven Curve Blade, and the Warcat will full attack, which is...
You just went. You just fired an arrow, so your cat's moving, right?
Uh-huh.
This is just your cat's movement. Okay.
My cat is
then how are you drawing... Then you're drawing...
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I have my bow out. You're correct.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, here we go. Okay. I had 16, so this is a 30 to hit, correct? Yeah?
30 would hit.
Okay, then the second bite, because I are hasted, is a 32.
Would you like to shoot another arrow? Because you're hasted?
No, I did. I shot 3.
You only roll... okay. Did you miss one?
Yeah, I missed one. Yeah. I'm not good at archery. I just needed to get the pheromone arrow in because she seems hard to hit.
Alright.
18, 19, 20, 22 misses, and 21 misses. So 2 bites connect, 2 claws do not, for 2d8 plus 24 damage. S plus 24. This is from 2 attacks for the purpose of damage reduction, if applicable. 39 damage. Then I forget. Yeah, I think CMBs are technically an attack roll. Also, actually, she took more than that. She took 43, not 39, because I forget I have that. And then it's a 16, 17, 18, 19. Actually, before I do this, I forget I have these. Nahkräs is going, or rather his Warcat is going to use Tangling Attack because it has Skirmisher Tricks as a free action. When it hits, I will give her the Entangled condition. Then it's a 16, Achilles. 31, it's a 34 over her CMD Entangled to try to grapple her.
34, where does that at?
Her CMD minus Dex minus 3.
She resists you.
Really? I think she's lost all her Dex and she's got a... well, she hadn't lost all her Dex. She takes a -4 to it, rather.
Okay, -4 means yes, you do get her.
Okay. Alright, pass turn.
Okay. Alright, whoever's running Jakardros.
That would be me. Alright, so... yeah. Does he have line of sight on her from where he is, or does she have cover from the massive cat?
I'm pretty sure she can only get cover. Pretty sure she can only get cover
from
a large
creature.
So he would have line of sight on her?
He should.
Yeah, he can shoot at her as long as he can shoot into melee, which I think he can.
Yeah, he can. Precise shot, point blank, many shot, deadly aim. Yeah, he's. I think he's pretty covered.
Okay.
So he's going to do. So she's been grappled. So does she lose any of her AC?
She does. She has a -4 to her dex, and also has a -4 to her dex. So I guess that would stack, and she takes a -8 penalty to dexterity because it's 2 different conditions. She takes a -2 on attack rolls, combat maneuver checks, unless she's trying to escape.
If you lose,
she can't take actions that require 2 hands. If she tries to cast the spell, it's a DC 25 plus spell level, or she loses it.
Okay, so he's then going to. He's not going to do rapid shot, but he's going to do many arrow and deadly aim against her. So that would give him. Okay, just out of curiosity, so many shots says that for the first shot the first
attack is doubled, so that means if you did
first
1d6 plus
so
5, you do 2d6 plus 10 when you hit, because it includes the mods.
Sure. Okay, so first attack is a 28 to hit.
That would hit with her negatives.
Okay. Second attack at the highest would be a nat 20.
Boom!
So I have to roll to confirm.
Yep.
So that would be just a modified 20, I believe. So I don't think that hits.
No.
Not with grapple status. Okay, so that's just a standard hit. Okay. And the third attack for him, this is definitely not going to hit. Yeah, it's an 8 to hit, so that completely misses.
Okay. So what's the damage total?
Just gonna roll that out now. So he's got 3d8 and 3d6, 16, 20, 28 plus 24. That is 52.
Ouch.
Boom.
Okay.
And 16 of that was electrical damage.
It matters not. You guys have successfully killed Lucretia.
That was fast.
Crap.
What?
The cross will lean back and fist bump Jacargos. Actually,
I didn't even get to
how
act.
things works too.
Yeah, Wayko runs into the room and throws a lightning bolt into the wall right there.
Please don't. You're gonna hit
Everyone
someone.
duck!
It has been said, it has been done. So there
It's
you
okay,
guys
I
go.
got way
Whoa.
She is dead.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
You're welcome. Here's a 1d4 for my last
Still
one.
wanted to hear what she had to say, though.
That's a restoration.
Yeah.
I argue myself.
say except you welcome.
Well,
The cross
Yeah.
will dismount, sever the Creature's head, and present it to Jacargos. I'm not
He
gonna say a
will-
word, but I'm gonna look him in the eyes with that that bro look, as I just hold this creature's head up.
He takes the head, nods, tosses it into the brazier to let it burn.
But did it have
Ugh.
anything on it?
I will remove the eye slot and
Why?
the headband slot item if applicable.
Why did you have to do that?
smells like home cooking.
No, it does not.
It does.
It does
It
not.
does.
It does.
It does.
There you go.
I mean, that's morbid, but that's what it smells like.
So, what would you guys like to do? I'll explain what the room looks like now.
Please do.
It's a simple room that might have been a jailer's den at one time, but she spruced it up quite a bit. The air smells sweet with the exotic incense, but not so much now, that she had in there, and she had veils of multicolored silk draped from the floor to the ceiling throughout. Between the rustlings of the veils and the glimpses of the giant cushions, the floor is strewn with luxuriant red throw rugs and sheets.
I guess we searched the room for
Yep.
notes from the
Another
bad guys.
looting episode.
Obviously
Okay.
has her corpse as well.
Okay, perception checks. That is a 32 for the door in front of me, and whatever is within, and then a 35 for the other door and what's within.
Okay. So let me tell you her gear, and I'll tell you what you find with the search. And those do not appear to be trapped. So as you examine her and as you examine the body and all the stuff around, she seems to have her own magical pet, and it is, of course, of the Sihedron rune over her left breast, and it grants. You guys think looking at it might grant her some different abilities, but it can't be picked up now because the magic seems to have faded with her death. She has a wand of some kind. You see that she has one. She also has a very nice looking dagger and another dagger, a Sihedron medallion, gold and pearl earring worth a certain amount of gold, a silver gold and pearl ring, excuse me, a silver necklace also worth a certain amount of gold, and she has a scroll on her person that seems to be a list.
A scroll of like a dozen spells all jammed into one scroll.
No.
It's effective penmanship.
It's a single
not a
scroll,
spell
and it's a scroll that's in a small scroll tube, and it seems to have listed every citizen of Turtleback Ferry who received the Sihedron rune tattoo. And it says at the top, favorite customers of paradise. And Caven's name is on the list, of course. And those who have agreed to grant their greed to the master's need.
Ooh, somebody can do the rhyming. How fancy of her.
I knew it. I knew which Sin Lord this was.
So Nahkräs, knowing something is up with the Sihedron amulets, unless someone immediately stops him with violence or magic, is going to pick up her amulet and sunder it.
No!
That's not magic or violence. That's an upset Mazus.
It is magic!
I was gonna say, can I
what spell
I
is that
slumber him?
specifically?
Wayko does actually throw a slumber, if that's okay.
Oh, fuck off.
Please.
All right.
He wants it.
Make your
All
will
right.
save, nerd.
Since this is PvP, I'll put the roll in.
Do what you guys
20.
do, man. It's
So nobody
it's
can
a
call
flat,
me shitty.
It's a flat 21.
And I had a flat 5, so yeah, I rolled a 2
Boom,
out of 7.
you're out.
Okay.
Spoilers of
Cross raise his sword, and he goes. You see him.
I can flavor text
go,
my own characters. I think.
Raises it and then just keeps going back.
Oh, dun, 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 dun,
It's meta to not have my Warcat not attack Wayko.
Oh, he can, but
I will not
Warcat?
because
What's your
I don't
Warcat's intelligence?
Yeah, does your
What's your
Warcat
Warcat's
know what a witch
intelligence?
hex is?
1 sec.
I'll make a check. Probably not though.
Can your Warcat conceptualize narcolepsy?
Your Warcat.
Well, she can
probably doesn't know.
conceptualize her child has fallen asleep, so she can nudge until he
I made
wakes up.
some
And
checks to identify these.
I'm assuming that's fast enough for somebody to stop me from breaking the plot items.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I don't know
Yes.
if Mazus then snatches it, but Waco's going to try to snatch it.
They just both back and forth.
Yeah, we should.
No, you,
I want the cursed
Jumps
item.
in.
No, I want the cursed item.
you can hold it. As
Waco
long as the
does.
orc doesn't get it.
He launches himself on it and then grabs it and examines it.
Just hold it so Mazus can stare at it for 10 minutes.
And we all sit in this
Okay.
cramped room, just staring at the amulet.
So, mechanically, it is also a an amulet of +1 natural armor. Let me make sure.
Natural armor? I thought it was
Mhm.
just like cloak of resistance on an amulet.
This one is natural armor.
Oh, neat.
Let me see. So you wanted to, you know that with those checks, you're pretty sure that the golden pearl ring is going to be worth anywhere from 200 to 300, and you know for a fact that the silver necklace is going to be worth 200. And let me see, the wand is. Let me see. That's a spellcraft check that would have to happen, but you guys are probably going to do that anyway. That would be a wand of scorching ray. And it seems to have 22 charges left.
So what do we
caster
know
level?
about this?
Her
necklace.
caster level.
Emmy knows there's a divination on it that shouldn't be there.
Not necessarily on this one, but the other one there was.
True.
That depends. You had to make a check last time to identify that.
Yes.
Remember, Mazus can't do it. He doesn't have the spell. He keeps telling me.
I can
Yes.
still identify it.
So-
I just don't have the spell that you keep asking me about.
I will detect magic on it and check it out.
Probably more proficient when it comes to identifying items.
Her caster
Tip of
level.
my
Her
blade.
caster level is 12. But
Yeah, but
but the wand
the
itself is minimum.
Scorching Ray is a second level spell.
No, it's
Third?
third.
Then it's cast
Third.
level 5.
It's
Level 2, it's level
level 2.
And cast level 3.
Level 3. And what is the daggers?
The daggers. Oh, the daggers are one is keen and one is masterwork.
They're both +1.
+1 keen, and then masterwork.
One of them makes your head hurt.
If okay with Mazus, Gideon would likely trade out the dagger he was given for the keen one.
Seems good.
Fine, I'll take it back.
Okay, so there we go. We're almost at time. So
So Emmy's gonna try that spellcraft for identifying the schools of magic on the amulet that Wayko has.
okay,
19.
all right. This one seems to have that transmutation for the natural armor. Doesn't seem crazy otherwise.
Doesn't seem crazy otherwise.
So that is a +1 to AC if I throw it on.
Yep. And with the ritual that Mazus knows, you guys can even increase it.
Well,
Well,
I'm going-
you've always been able to do that.
he's going to kind of give a smirk to Mazus of whatever value this is to you, I don't care, and he throws it on his head. And look at my new necklace. Nah, nah, nah. And then he then he tucks it into his collar because he doesn't want Nahkräs to wake up and then cream him against the wall.
So Emmy's not really sure. It doesn't seem to have anything, but that's as far as she knows. She's gonna ask Mazus's opinion.
Oh,
Wow.
the 33 opinion.
You probably take great pleasure in letting her know that there is a divination enchantment hidden underneath.
Why you gotta be a smarmy shithead about it?
All right, Wayko, here it comes.
I don't have to tell you though.
No, you don't.
You bastard.
You can say that. You can say that you're right. That she's right.
He
That sounds
doesn't
like a
lie.
bluff check opposed by some sense motive checks.
Yeah, he doesn't lie though.
No, he
He doesn't lie.
I'm sorry,
you
you
wouldn't
don't
necessarily-
lie though?
No, he's an honest man.
Uh-huh.
All right.
When has he ever deceived anyone?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Omission
There's
is a
no
degree of
he's-
honesty.
he's
Emmy
not.
is going to
You
be-
don't know if he's lying. You wouldn't know to think if he's lying or not.
Mechanically, he is.
There has to be a
lying.
reason for the sense motive.
Well, I mean, Magpie
He hasn't
doesn't
said what he's
trust
going
him
to
out of
say.
hand, but that's been going on since like session 1.
Yeah, so Magpie doesn't get bluff checks. I mean, he doesn't
I-
get sense motive checks. He's
I get
always
the sense
lying.
motive. I'm just real bad at it.
Well,
But
I'm not sure about this whole non-divination thing. I mean, there is this aura here. I mean, it is quite positively a divination aura. I'm not sure why you didn't pick that one up, but there's definitely something going on here.
All right.
I should be able to identify what it is too, like what the effect of the divination aura is, or
He's roll pretty good.
components.
it appears to be some sort of scrying.
So it is to scry on the amulet, basically.
That is the idea that is presented. Yes, that comes to
Because
mind.
otherwise you would use it for scrying.
All right.
No,
Emmy
no.
is going to apologize to Wayko and then hold person him.
PvP, here we go. It provokes from
Oh.
everyone.
Okay. What is the for whole person? Is that
The will
fortitude?
save.
Will save.
A will save of 26.
Oh, kitsunes.
Why so brash?
We have established that Warcat is smart enough to have woken up Nahkräs, so Nahkräs
Sick.
will be ready.
1 second. I've got it. My character sheet on the. Oh, there it is. Cool.
I want to club her and miss.
Oh God!
Okay. It's frozen.
He misses anyway.
Who? Wait, you're clubbing who?
Your wife, buddy.
Castle.
I stabbed Mazus.
I
Dude,
kill
yeah,
you.
take it off. Finally. Can't believe it. Took this long.
So I'm gonna. Nahkräs sunders the amulet. His Warcat is told to grab Mazus. I will get those rolls in a second. The session is called the PvP time.
Or
As soon as this
fair.
goes on,
He missed her.
So
To be
you're gonna
fair,
thunder
he
it on my
missed her, and the most he was doing was swatting her butt. So
No bull. I heard it out of my head.
No. He has straight up
Thunder
killed
attempts.
people with that pin before. You don't get to be
To be
like,
honest-
no, it's not.
To,
It's not bad now.
To
that
be
he's
to be
doing
fair,
that."
He has only hit a rat once with this.
And me, and me,
You
and
killed
fucking
some
me.
skin saw dudes. You literally beat their skulls in with it.
That was the old Kane. This is the new.
Oh, it's different now because it's a shinier pink cane.
I can only assume that I grab the armor amulet, I put it on, I tuck it under my thing, and the full orc wakes up and then like reaches through my collar and just rips it off my neck. And
That 12
crushes
is
it.
against the CMD of a character with not a lot of strength who is paralyzed, and the 17 is against Mazus' CMD because Mazus is attacking one of Nahkräs' very few friends.
All right.
Okay.
And we haven't heard
This
anything
is
from
the
Gideon.
episode known
or
as
the
the
arrows.
TPK caused by the players.
Haha, we've done it! Let's all roll up goblins.
I just wanted +1 AC.
Yeah, I just wanted +1 saves, and then we figured out it was bad juju.
Bad juju.
Bad
I don't
juju.
I think if I'm hold person, I'm helpless, right? So I don't roll against that.
You
Cool.
do not.
Can-
It's
you can roll
against your CMD
every round.
minus a lot of stuff.
I love it.
And the damage.
If this is actually going down, as it is being described,
Yeah, the question is if, like, did Magpie actually attack Mazus? He's kind of.
I mean, if
ways away.
Mazus actually attacked Emyrelda, I
The chicken
don't
attacked
see the
Magpie.
recourse for Magpie other than to stab him, or I can't do shadow magic yet. Otherwise, I would do shadow magic yet.
Chicken pecks your knees.
To
So,
clarify,
where is-
he was probably doing the same thing he did with Nahkräs, which was just to SWAT.
No, I don't think that's
And
the
if you
case.
guys
I
want
heard I'm gonna hit her.
TPK thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, how would you have phrased it?
Look, man. As soon as the amulet is sundered, the course.
I
of
wanted to interrupt her spell casting in freezing Wayko. That was my intent.
Because he's a team player. That's
Yeah.
why.
That's okay.
I'm a team player too. I'm trying to keep you from getting mind control.
I got Wayko's back.
That's
So do
fine.
I. I have his back
wanna
order.
I want to interrupt Mazus's hitting my wife with a cane.
The chicken will not interrupt you. It will just peck your knees.
Emmy would hold person Magpie if he tries to attack Mazus.
And Colin is the voice of reason.
How
No.
is that the voice of
Holds person.
No.
Did a 17 beat Mazus' CMD as well? Probably might. I don't know.
Maybe, but I can teleport out of it as a swift action.
But I want to know if I had you for a little
So
while.
I don't
All right.
care.
I do.
Before anything else is said to have happened, has all these things resolved?
No. 19 CMD.
Oh, damn.
Cool.
Well done.
So, what actually ends up happening out of everything that we've said?
Alcetta shows up and uses her newly found GM power to stop all this madness.
I am
And then that'll
held,
be the session.
and then he.
I do 9 damage is probably not enough to sunder, so there is a backswing.
I think the whole breakdown of this is basically we get into an argument over what to do with this necklace, and it devolves into a brawl that mechanically does nothing.
Exactly. But emotionally, the group forever has like a subtle divide now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there's this-
attack that amulet till it's dead.
The materialists
Why?
and holier
What
than that.
matter?
Do
Just
not,
leave it here.
I can nullify the divination temporarily, and then we can break it down for magic dust.
Okay, yeah,
That's
no,
fair.
but still,
I'll
no,
give you that. That's fair.
Then hurry up and
we
do
can
it.
still just leave it here and come back for it.
Wayko is frozen and looking very, very, very angry.
Because I don't know how long that disenchanting ritual takes, but if we just leave it here, they can't scry on us. They can only scry on the amulet, and the only thing they're gonna scry through an amulet that's on a table in an empty room is a table in an empty fucking room.
What are they going to scry from Wayko?
Wait.
Yeah, they don't wanna see Wayko.
Yeah, how often you scratch your nuts, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Best recipes for cooking neighborhood children. Come on.
Yeah, but also
So-
the rest of the party.
Only if
That's
I'm
where we
listening
will
to you
call it
nearby.
tonight.
Oh, cliffhanger.
You guys get into an argument, all that type of stuff. It can be resolved later on.
That's
and
exciting.
We can come to the end of it next time.
Ooh,
That's
fun.
the tasty twist I've been waiting for.
Thank you for coming by, travelers. We hope you enjoyed your time here with us at the Inn of Planar Crossroads. As always, have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Bye.
Bye. Bye.